Hey y'all, Kentucky Farmer here, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 17 Platinum Edition. DLC just unlocked for me tonight, so I figured let's go ahead and get started. I was going to go ahead and start a new Let's Play series, and I'm going to do this single player, pre-recorded, not live stream multiplayer, and just kind of play through like normal. Trying something different. Haven't done a series like this in a while. I've been doing a lot of live streaming, but figured we'd go back to doing this and see how it goes. So let's start a career. We'll use my save game 3 slot here, and we'll do this on hard mode. And of course we're gonna do Estancia Lapacho, I think is what that, I don't know. No hablo español, so welcome to the Estancia Lapacho. This is the new map, so continue, and we'll use that guy. Now here's where the questions come in, right? So I'm gonna deselect all, and obviously we're gonna want the Platinum expansion. I'm gonna do the official DLC. So we'll select this, and this, and then I also have this. This is the horse DLC from Giants that just went out a couple days ago to anyone who went to the conference or happened to know anyone that went to the conference. And I've got other stuff in here. This is all from something else that we were doing. I've got a couple of these quality of life things. We'll do player speed, GPS. I don't think I have course play in here right now, but I will put that in. And then I need that, we'll do glance. We'll do follow me. I don't really need vehicle group switcher yet. I don't have enough to warrant that. Disable vehicle camera collision. We'll do that one just because it makes filming easier. And I think that's it. I'm going to try and keep it relatively stock. I'm not saying that I won't use mods, but I'm just going to kind of take that on a case-by-case basis. So, yeah. So, okay, I got to add course play in, but I probably won't need that right off the bat for the first couple episodes. So, let's go ahead and start with those mods. And we'll see how this goes. I'm not too sure what the goal will be of this. Initially, you saw me, I put player speed mod in there, so I'm gonna run around the map and just kind of like look at the map and see what it has to offer. We'll check out all of our starting equipment and check out, livestock and all that stuff yet. So if you're not familiar with the game basics, it's recommended that you play the first 2 tutorials to get started before you play career mode. Alright, that's fine. We know the basics. No way. There's an airplane. That's awesome. It would be cool if airplanes worked and we could do crop dusting. That's pretty cool. Alright, well, easily distracted by the airplanes. So this is a pretty sweet house we got here. It's a crazy looking tree, too. Is this a farm or like a drug lord plantation? We even have a pool. Ooh, very nice. barbecue grill and a hammock. Who needs to farm? Let's just hang out in the pool and in this hammock. Nice. Is this a courtyard? And an antenna tower? And a garage. Awesome. So we've got a little duck pond, bench, front entrance. Oh, you know, I really haven't even been looking. I don't know if this map has a gold nugget challenge or not. We'll have to keep an eye out. If we find one, then we know that's something we can do. Some new planter. The Crestmaster 3570. That looks like a seed drill, so it's probably no-till. Let's check it out in the store. Wow, lots of new stuff. With a sowing machine, you can sow fields. Additionally, this machine offers the possibility to seed directly, no previous cultivation or plowing necessary. That's nice. And this does our normal grain crops, not row crops. Okay. And then we've got a subsoiler. Can be used instead of a plow. But it also seeds. Well, that's interesting. So the Stara Fox 11 seeds wheat, barley, grass, and oilseed radish, and acts as a subsoiler. Okay. So that's this thing over here. It's gotta get like. Wait a minute. Are you supposed to like pull this behind this, or? Wow, new stuff that I've never seen before. Alright, well, nothing to it but to do it. We'll have to give it a try and see what it does. And then we got this thing. Sugarcane. Oh. During harvest, specialized sugarcane tippers are commonly used as they have a higher tip height, allowing them to tip the sugarcane stalks directly into the truck to guarantee a quick transport. Sugarcane can't be stored in silos, however, it can be tipped anywhere on the ground and stored there. Different stations offer different prices for sugarcane, but the most profitable station would be the sugarcane mill. Okay. So that's a sugarcane transporter. And here we got a Massey Ferguson tractor. Okay. And this has got to be new in the platinum pack, because I'm pretty sure, man, I'm rusty. It's been a long time since I played this game. I'm pretty sure the Masseys that came with the stock game, none are open cab. Yeah, okay. So this is all platinum expansion. So it's 95 horsepower, 24 miles an hour. Whoa. How do we get over here? Okay. Alright, well that's just the Field Viper, so that's a mod. So really, we just got the 4 tractors in the expansion pack. ST Max 105 and the ST Max 150. 105 horsepower, and I own one. 150 horsepower, and I don't own any, so I got those 2 tractors. And apparently I have a 1455 XL somewhere. And a set of arms, a bucket, forks, a Brantner, 2 weights, the little pickup truck, oh, and this new harvester. So the Bison Super Z056 and the header for it. 100 horsepower, 12 miles an hour, holds 3,540 liters, and can harvest wheat, barley, canola, sunflower, soybeans, and corn. But our header can only do wheat, barley, canola, soybeans, so we need a sunflower and corn header if we wanted to do those 2 crops. So we got our 2 new tractors. Single row billet planter. Alright, so this must be the sugarcane icon then. So this can seed and fertilize at the same time, and it seeds only sugarcane. So we gotta find that. Alright, and then we got this SWT7. This must be the single row sugarcane harvester that puts it into this transporter. Okay. Starting to make sense. So this one really is the only mystery. I mean, how is this used as a seeder if there's no hopper to put the seed in? That's the only thing that's a little confusing to me. I mean, maybe it's just magic. We'll have to try it out. But before I get too carried away on farming, like I said, I wanted to just kind of focus this first episode on exploring the map and seeing, you know, what sort of equipment we have and where everything's laid out at. I'm just kind of poking around hoping that there's a gold nugget in here. Starting off on hard, if there's no gold nugget challenge, it's gonna be real hard. Alright, this looks like a silage bunker. Let's bring up our help menu. Yep, capacity is 0%. So we can do silage in here. It's a drive-through bunker, which is handy. Let's go ahead and kick up our run speed. There we go. Got a water tower, slurry tank, manure. So there's food and water. An animal dialogue. Cows. They even look different. Those are different cows. Cool. Alright, so here's our cattle then. It's pretty close to the main farm. And here is a grain storage bin. Oh, here we go. So that's the other tractor. GPS equipped. Notice the little dome right up there. That way right off the bat we've got a piece of equipment that we can use course play and GPS mod with and not feel too guilty. This must be sugarcane. Awesome. So those are the pallets of little sugar canes. And this must be the sugarcane harvester. Sugarcane. To harvest sugarcane, you'll need a sugarcane harvester. It moves to the top leaves and cuts the thick sugarcane stalks into small compact pieces, just as forage harvesters. Sugarcane harvesters do not have their own tank, and it is required to accompany them with a tipper. Okay. And it looks like it has a hitch on the back. So we'll have to see if maybe we can hook a tractor up to that and then hook that up to this. And that way it can pull the trailer and the harvester all at once. We got another little garage area here. I don't think we can go in there. Alright, right off the bat, looks like we own fields 1, 2, and 14. Let's see. Oh, this is that antenna tower. Can we jump these fences? Yes. Alright, so here's field 1. Here's our harvester. Eyes on. Nice. Alright. Well, that's pretty cool looking. And let's see, this field 1. Oh, you know what? I need to slow down time. Oh, wow. And this must be field 2. So there's not like a whole like the dirt is pretty much the same color. Okay. How much is this field? $370 for 4.57 hectares. Huh. That's corn. Alright, I'm trying to think of like a logical way to go around and look at the map. It looks like there's only one rail line. If that is a rail line. Yeah, it's got it. There's a train logo there in the upper left-hand corner. Alright, well, let's just kind of follow the rail line. I'm going to go east, and then we'll follow the rail line around. Palm trees. Yay. So excited about this. I'm a big fan of Mexico and the Caribbean in general. I like to visit there often. That is a pretty sweet looking windmill. So this map is just so cool because, I mean, we get lots of American style and lots of European style, but we don't get a whole lot of tropical or, you know, South American style maps. So this is all pretty awesome. I don't know what this is. This looks like a livestock area. We already found the cows. So the question is, what is this? Sheep, maybe? Yup, sheep. Okay, so we got sheep. Good to know. Let's keep heading. There's apparently a path here. Let's head up this path. Nice and windy. This is so cool. Hey, it's the train tracks. And a cliff. Dude, look at that cliff. That's awesome. Alright, so we'll follow the train tracks around. So here is one of the sell points. That's pretty cool. Still kind of keeping an eye out for gold nuggets. Let me slow down my walking speed here while we're kind of exploring this area. Can I climb this? Yes, I can. Sort of. Glitching out. Some couches. Alright, well, let's keep heading around the rail line here. Wow. This is quite the trestle. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. It's even got like ivy growing on it. Hey, they listened to my complaint from the last map. Those are actually wood timber rail ties instead of the concrete ones. I always thought it was weird that the American style map had concrete railroad ties because that's not very common in the US. This must be our sawmill. I would expect there to be like a forest nearby. Is this really it? Is this the forest? So we can... They're not pine trees, but I'm guessing like we could Scorpion King these. Let's check something. I wonder if they added new tree types. Pallets. Pallet saplings. Poplar, sugarcane. So now it's the same. Interesting. I don't know, so that's a little weird. There's a sawmill, but there isn't really a big forest up here. It's just some little random trees, so I'm guessing forestry probably isn't going to be a big part of this map. Here's our train tracks. Okay, so we came down there, we looked at this. Let's deviate from the rail line, head up this. I guess the pigs are up here. Is this an old... Is that like an old church? Can I climb in here? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright, we got a nice old rickety bridge. Very Sosnovka-y. That'll be fun to try and not drive off at high speed. Good thing I'm an excellent driver. Is this an old, like, Spanish fort? Maybe this is an old church? I don't know. Wow. That's pretty cool. Just an old car. Another little radio tower. Alright, so here's another water tower. This has got to be the pig area. Got food. Oh, that's actually got little breeding stalls. Well, that's good. Manure, slurry. This is probably water trough with a little water tank. And there's a creek right here, so you could probably just back right down there, grab some water, and dump it in. That's handy dandy. It looks like soybeans. Let's keep following this road around here. So another little building off here in the distance. Abandoned cars. Nothing to see here, folks. Pro tip, if you're wandering around on your own in South America and you see abandoned cars, don't investigate them. Just leave them there. What am I missing? I thought I saw a building, and now I don't see it. What's on top of this hill? Can I even get up here? Is this the edge of the map? It's got to be the map boundary. Okay. So if that's the map boundary, there's like this little plateau over here. I wonder if there's something up here. Is this a South American prison? What is this thing? It's a little weird. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it's kind of thickly overgrown up here. Alright. Let's keep on trucking. So this road looks like they've got a bridge here. Got a proper bridge here. Unlike that sketchy one. I mean, I guess it's less sketchy. Whoa. Oh, great. Okay, there's another building over. Oh, bigger road. Traffic. There's a car coming. Let's see, the shop is up here to our left, and there's a grain elevator that we apparently missed, so we can go check that out. There's a really big bridge over there. Okay. Seems excessive. That's a pretty cool Jeep. Why can't I drive that instead of the stupid lizard pickup truck? Alright, this must be our equipment dealer. That's pretty cool. I want to buy you. I wonder if there's any, Oh! Sweet! They did add a new car. We can get the Lizard convertible. I wonder if it's, a drivable version of this. That's awesome. Alright. Let's see what else we got in here. So we already went over the 3 tractors. Nothing new there. There was no new trucks. The only new harvester is the Bison. Okay. New header. That's just the one header. Okay. Forage harvesters. Nothing new there. Forage harvester headers. Nothing new there. Potato harvester, nothing new. Beet harvester, nothing new. Sugarcane harvesting, so this is all new. So, single row billet planter, we've got one of these, although we never found that, did we? TT80 22 driveless. We do not have one of these yet. I'm guessing that's just a bigger planter, or like faster planter or something. 2-row billeting planter. That's the harvester that we have. That's the multi-row harvester. Cool. And then there's a couple different trailer options. So there's like 3 pull-behind trailers. And then 2 semi-pulled trailers that you can do in doubles. That's kind of cool. As far as tippers go, nothing new there. Which, I mean, I guess the new sugarcane tippers are over here. Oh, let's check. So this will hold, oh, that's handy. This holds, all of these trailers hold sugarcane, straw, silage, wood chips, chaff, grass, and dry grass. So that's kind of cool that we can haul that stuff around with it. Let's see, auger wagons. There is a new auger wagon. Okay, so we've got the Stara Rebroke Ninja 33,000, and this does all grain types plus seed and dry fertilizer. 33,000. That's pretty solid. It's not quite as big as the one that's in the big bud pack, but just about as big as that big horse. So these are all in the new horse pack. Plows. Let's see if we have a new plow. No, just the big buds. Okay, cultivators. This is the subsoilers will be under cultivators. Alright, so we've got a couple things on the Platinum expansion. Got the big TT, 13,000, 320 horsepower required for a 3.4 meter cultivator? 320 horsepower for a 3.4 meter cultivator. That seems a little excessive. Right? Like... this is 3 meters for 120. This is 4 meters for 160. Does this go at 10 miles an hour? How fast do these go? 10 miles an hour. See, you know, that's some of the stuff that's a little weird about this. Like, why is the horsepower requirement so high for this when it's just a cultivator that does 3.4 meters at 10 miles an hour? This one is interesting because this is a cultivator that will also fertilize while it cultivates. And it's 3.5 meters and only needs 240 horsepower. And I think there's a bug here. This one should not have that high of a power requirement. That's crazy. This seems legitimate. I mean... Then, okay, so this Fox 11's 3.7 meters, so it's even wider still, and has the lowest horsepower requirement so far of 130. And it fertilizes and seeds? No, just seeds, doesn't fertilize. But yeah, it doesn't have a seed hopper on it. Okay. And then this Stara is the widest yet. Only 220 horsepower and seeds. Okay. Yeah, I'm calling it. This has to be a bug. That's the only explanation. That 320 horsepower is ridiculous. And we got a couple of these horses that were in that pack. Alright, sewing machines. Moving on. Alright, platinum expansion, Stera. This needs 108 horsepower, seeds and fertilizes. Yeah. Normal row crops, or not row crops, normal grain crops, so it's a sowing machine. 3.6 meters. And we got the big boy here at 14.4. Needs 420 horsepower. Yikes. Seeds and fertilizers. And I got those 2 horse ones. That's kind of funny. You get this one at 420 horsepower for 14.4 meters. This new horse at 12 meters only needs 220 horsepower. Alright. Sprayers? Got any sprayers? I think we do have a new sprayer. Yes. Awesome. Self-propelled sprayers. I like them. 220 horsepower, 27 meter working width, 7 miles per hour. And I remember seeing this in the video. This one's unique in that it does dry and liquid. So we'll definitely have to try this out eventually when we get to the point where we can spend $195,000 on a fertilizer spreader. Because I'm curious to see what it does with dry and liquid. Let's see, I don't think, no, nothing here. Nothing here. Slurry tanks. Just the horse stuff. Nope. Weeders. Nope. Mowers. Nope. Tedders. Probably not. Nope. Windrowers. Nope. Loading wagons. No. Baling technology. No. Chainsaws. Alright. Forestry equipment. Highly doubt they added any forestry equipment. Alright, yeah, I don't see anything. Wheel loaders. Nothing new. Telehandlers. Nothing new. Skid steers. Nothing new. Animals. Nothing new. Levelers. Nope. Miscellaneous. Nope. Dollies. Nope. Lowboys. Nope. Header trailers. Doubt it. Nope. Cars. We already saw the convertible. Weights. Nope. Pallets, obviously we've got the sugarcane pallets. Belt system, no. And any new placeables? No. Alright, so that is it. Not a whole lot of equipment for Platinum Edition, honestly. I think I got more new equipment in here because I have the horse pack. I mean, I guess the sugarcane is kind of the big thing, right? So there's sugarcane specific equipment and a whole new kind of industry type. Alright, so speaking of, they said that the sugar mill was the big place to sell it. Alright, so let's continue around the map. We'll go down there to the south, check out the bakery, the spinnery, the town, the harbor, that big bridge. Oh, the chickens are down there. Alright, so let's head that way. I like being able to run faster than the cars. I don't think we're going to be able to go over the big bridge. I think that's where the... Yep, map ends. I've got it barricaded. Jip. Thought this would be awesome to jump my truck over. That stinks. Oh, but I can go into the water. Sort of. Totally ends right here. That's interesting that like the map ends here, but the visuals keep going. Is that a boat? I have a boat? That's awesome. But of course that's probably off the map also. I can't actually go to it. Is it moving? Or is it stationary? Stationary, okay. Alright, well, we're getting off track here. Squirrel! Getting distracted. Let's head back over into town here. Oh, wow. Is that a frisbee golf basket? Alright, so this must be the port. Okay. Pretty cool. A lot of decorations here. It's a sale point of some kind. What is this? Spinnery. Okay, so that's where we dropped the wool off at. Another one over here. It's a statue of a sheep. Okay. Where's that sell point? There we go. So, back in sell point. Oh, sneaky sneak. That's the egg sell point. Great. Not seeing any gold nuggets. Well, this is kind of cool. I mean, there's a lot of trash on the ground, but still pretty neat. Whoa. Try to run me over. A lot of trash around here. Nice. Alright, so let's go check out the... No way. Nice. Pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to play this game, but I don't think they put a kick function in here. Ready? Come on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Goal! Nice. Oh, there's another one. Chickens! Hey, chickens. Got big. Alright. Well, that was exciting. What's that? Oh, there's a grain elevator just north of us. Let's go check that out. Hey, it's the train. Let's go ride the train. Okay. Alright. So I guess we can dump stuff here. And then unload stuff here. Or dump and unload stuff onto the train. Fantastic. And then there's a building. Train. Nice. Dude, where was this train on Goldcrest Valley? This train is more American looking than the train that's on Goldcrest Valley. Same sound effect. I'm okay with that. So we've just got, okay, we've got 4 cars. So same thing, we got the big one, then we got a grain car, and we got an open car for like root crops, and then we got one in the back for logs. Alright. It's interesting, there's a switch up ahead. Doubt they actually implemented switches. Or maybe they did. There's quite a bit of frame rate drop there when I drove through that switch. Screaming along at 51 miles an hour. Oh, gates are going down. Nice. What crop do you think this is? Is that, what is that? Is that potatoes? I think that is potatoes. Corn. Another silo and transfer point. And some beets. Hey, look, it's the BGA facility. 4 big drive-through bunkers. Alright, we're gonna have to come back and check that out because it looks like they finally have a facility that you can tip into instead of having to load with like a conveyor belt or a front loader. Alright, so we're heading uphill here. We've seen this part of the map. The cliff wall's a pretty cool detail. Alright, pretty cool. 1 lap around. I like it. On a 1X map, having 2 train lines does seem a little silly, so I'm kind of glad that they went ahead and just did 1 train line. So, they have a switch. Doesn't do anything. But that's kind of cool. I like seeing that they're thinking about it. I mean, I would love to see a map that actually takes advantage of having, you know, switches and different lines and being able to, like, you know, move the train from one to the other. Alright, we got another log transfer point. But not a sell point. So it's like you can load here. Okay, so there's this big area behind us. is trees and stuff up here. So I don't know if that's their intention, is that you can use this area up here for logging. And then cut the trees and you can cut the trees and move them down here, load them onto the train, and drive them up to the lumberyard using the train. Maybe. Be curious to see how that works. See if the Scorpion King can do any of these trees. We'll have to see. I don't know if I can. I don't, especially if I'm trying to play this as a actual, like, legitimate playthrough. I'm not sure a $300,000 piece of equipment is something I want to buy to just see if it works. So I may do a test game, cheat in a little bit of money, and give it a whirl here to see. Alright, so this is the harbor down here, and it looks like this is where we come and dump grain, and it gets loaded onto barges and shipped up the river. So that's a big sell point. I guess we got two other things we got to look for here. We got the sugar processing facility, which is going to be over here somewhere, and then the BGA. So what do we got here? This has got to be... Yeah, alright, this is the sugar refinery. Interesting. Alright, seems to be a big elaborate building for basically what I'm assuming is just one sell point dump trigger right here. And then you can drive back out on this road. Okay. And up here on the left, we've got livestock market. You can hear them all in there. Stock pens. Okay. And here's another transfer point for loading up the train. And finally, the BGA. So that's the scale for driving in and driving out. This has got to be, okay, so this must be the sell point then. That's handy. So now we can just back a trailer in and dump it, and you don't have the stupid Silo King that you gotta shovel stuff into. That's awesome. And then this is our digestate tank. Basically the same, just kind of reskinned. Alright. Very nice. So let's head back over to our main farm. The only piece of equipment that I don't think we've seen yet is supposed to be that cedar. There it is. Okay. So that's our sugarcane seeder. Sugarcane. To sow sugarcane, you'll need a billet planter like the Gessinger single row billet planter. As with potatoes, the machines can be filled with sugarcane stalks of the last harvest. Ooh. You can tip the stalks directly into the billet planter or make use of a telehandler or a wheel loader with a shovel attached to fill the machine. Even without sugarcane stalks, you can start to plant sugarcane. Simply purchase a pallet of sugarcane in the shop and fill the billet planter. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's pretty handy then, that we don't have to always keep buying pallets to seed it. We can just use our previous harvest to do it. That's pretty cool. And then we got our hanger. Right. And our very opulent mansion. I gotta find a way to get on that roof. Looks pretty sweet up there. I want to look in those rooms. This place is legit. I'm stuck in the pool. Dude, look at that kitchen. Look at that chandelier in that kitchen. I don't know about you, I would live in this house. You know, if I had to take one for the team, I'd live in this house. Fly my plane, sell my cocaine, you know. Do my best Pablo Escobar impression. It's pretty nice. So, yeah. Sugarcane. And a harvester. The only other thing I didn't really look at, and this goes back to my, well, two things. Let's check a couple things in here. Let's check out this. We have nothing in storage. Nada. Completely empty. Awesome. Got two pieces of equipment that are a little bit spendy on the maintenance. Everything else isn't terrible. We're $100,000 in debt because we're on hard. We have no cows, no pigs, no sheep. I am going to... Where is it at here? Plant growth is slow. I'm okay with that. I'm going to turn off plant withering. I like all the hard settings except for that one. That one's just frustrating. So I'm going to turn that one off. Rest of it is fine. Stop and go breaking off. I think that's the setting that I like. I don't remember. Alright, so let's go back to the map. Okay. So my other complaint with Goldcrest Valley was field size, placement, shape, and the fact that there were like no fields that made any logical sense to join them together. I mean, on this one you could obviously join 1 and 2 together. I mean, it looks like there's no reason why you couldn't join 7 and 8. And really, I mean, 7, 8, 6, 5, 4. There's kind of this big open area here around 10. So you could probably enlarge this and just like make your own giant field up there. And then there's also this big open area over here. It's relatively open and flat. Looks like you could make another field over there. Might be able to squeeze in or like make one wider. Might be worth looking into. I mean, in theory, you could join 31, 21, 22 and just have like an odd shaped field, because you'd have two ends with angles. You could join 19, 17, 16 and have a big long runway back and forth here. And you can probably join 13 and 15 together. Seems like there's a lot less tillable acreage, we'll say, on this map than there was on Goldcrest Valley. Let's look at the prices. I keep scrolling past it. Ooh, hopefully sugarcane's high yielding, because it's not worth a lot of money. Like, potatoes and beets are not worth much because they're high yielding, and it's worth even less than them. So hopefully it's an incredibly high yielding crop. I'll have to give it a try. Alright, well, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Alright. Harvesting our wheat. Curious how far I'll be able to get here before I have to unload. I'm not really in the mood to hire a worker. On hard mode, when we're $100,000 in debt and we've got some basic equipment and not very many fields, it's just not it's not a financially sound strategy to hire workers to do all your work for you at this point. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this field, and I'll just kind of fast forward through the boring bits of this. Alright, we're a little over 90% full. I'm going to run back and grab the tractor and the tipper and offload that harvester so we can keep going. I kind of like this tractor. Alright, back to the harvest. Alright, 94% full. At the end of a row. Alright, grab my tractor and unload real quick. Yeah, we'll keep on harvesting. Alright, almost full. I may need to go dump this in the silo. Yeah, 77%. So I'm gonna go empty this in the silo. I like this unloading point more than the one that's on Goldcrest Valley. It's less extreme. The ramp seems more forgiving. Might just be that I have a really tiny tractor. I do like the red soil texture, it's a nice change of pace. Alright, done unloading. Let's finish harvesting this field. Alright, done with the harvest. Grab this tractor, unload the harvester, dump this in storage for now, and I think that's probably going to wrap it up for this episode. I'm going to try and keep these, I've got about 1:40 recorded. I think by the time I fast forward it I can get it down under an hour. I'll try and keep these to an hour or less. I'll have to kind of figure out where I'm going to take this. I was thinking a lot about it while I was driving the harvester here. The big draw of this, right, is the sugar cane. That's the new crop. There's the new equipment for it. We're in South America. Or Central. I don't know. Is this Central America or South America? Anyways, so I want to try and use the new equipment, and I want to use the new crop. So I'm kind of thinking this may have been the last and only time that you saw this Bison Z056 in action. I kind of think, I'm going to take this and sell it. And then maybe rearrange some equipment here and see what I have, and then just do sugarcane. Do sugarcane on that field and do sugarcane on these two fields here. And in fact, I'm kind of inclined to just go ahead and combine these two fields right now. Just do one big field. I don't have... Let me head down this way. I don't have a plow, so I'd have to buy a plow, but you know, I might be able to get enough money from selling this, and yeah. I'll probably keep those seeders just because I'll need something to seed oilseed radish. I'm gonna go ahead and do that just to save money for now. But yeah, I'm kind of inclined to say that this may be the only the only run of this harvester, so unless it shows up in a mission or something. So yeah, let's go unload this and put the tractor away, and then that'll be it for this episode. For this series, I'm not 100% sure on like how many episodes per week I can commit to. I think off the bat, being that this is all new and exciting, I'll try and get pretty close to daily episodes. It just kind of depends on, you know, work and whatever else I've got going on. And like I've done in the past, I may do you know, a couple missions here and there and not record the missions, but, you know, just kind of do them to build up my credibility with the other farmers and build up a little bit of cash to help me get started here, since apparently there's no gold coin challenge. So, alright, we'll park this in here. Call that good. So, yeah. Thanks for joining me here on the plantation. And I will see you in the next episode. Be sure to check out my Discord channel. I'll put a link to it in the video description below. And if you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe for more farming simulator videos. I'm Kentucky Farmer. Thanks for watching.